This week at Stella Scaffolding, we're in East London at film studios. We're then getting rained on all over Hampshire. And then we're with the boys today by the sea as we erect a protective enclosure for the exposure of asbestos. My name's Joe, we are Stella Scaffolding, and this is episode 16. Now, as we have a long walk from what we were hoping to be the sea, however the tide is out, so all we can see is a bit of grass and a few ropey boats. So we're on the way back to see the boys now, and while we carry on getting our steps in, we're going to take you back to last Thursday where the boys were in East London erecting a small structure for a film studio. So I've just touched down in the East London studios. The boys are here. At the minute they're waiting around, we're just waiting to see exactly what the client needs. Things have changed slightly, but the boys are in there now, just waiting to get going. I'm going to go up here and show you exactly what's needed. We've got a nice view of it up here, so I'll run up and show you what the crack is. Basically, we're building a small structure for the guys at Kit Mapper here. Yeah, so the boys are just here now waiting to get set up. I'll show you from ground level exactly what the crack is. Got Kieran and Drew there, stars of the show. And this is the setup.
If that's like that, then you just...
Okay. No power then. So now we're going to get the big ladder.
Here's one, this extendable one for me.
Hello.
So this is literally, that's what you do, right? And that, we'll take...
Yeah, if you take that round.
Exactly.
Or if you do that, where that is,
exactly.
And then we'll take the laser round.
Exactly, yeah. And you just, if you're just aiming to point it roughly in the middle.
And in the middle of that,
exactly.
in the middle of that one.
And then that gives your points up there where you can couple.
No, in the middle of that one, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's literally just like a line.
Quite faint there, that's all.
Can you see it up there?
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah?
It's this one.
Yeah, I see it there.
Yeah, and then that one where there's the black truss, it's like in the middle of the black truss.
You can borrow it, but you're not allowed to use them clippy things.
Hey, the plan now, we're going to have to get up there, double clip, double lanyard.
We've got treaders in it. We're not even basing out. Clip on, brother.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking this way to go, that's all. Well, I'm governed by this beam below me, so.
Right, got you.
Keep going.
No, I can't go any further than that. Do you see what I mean? Because of this is in the way.
Yeah, it's pretty much all the way down the tube.
That's it, straight.
Yeah, maybe step. Nah, it's good. Yeah, let's do it.
Good, yeah?
Yeah.
And to your left a touch, Drew, is perfect. And I'll come round to you a touch. Perfect.
Yeah, good.
And I'll back to you a touch. So we're still getting used to the setup of giving the boys the GoPros and the time lapses and letting them do their thing whilst I'm obviously out doing what I do, running the business. Now, some of the footage there is obviously minimal. There's two reasons for that. One, it's a client hasn't given consent for us yet to show the finished structure, and two, because it was simply too dark to film up where the boys were. Now, obviously, as this builds and grows, obviously we've got a whole new way of doing this now, and the content is going to get better as always promised, but we're just getting to grips with the best ways of structuring the way we film, whilst obviously doing what we do best, which is putting up scaffold. Now, with that said, we've got a very, very small clip from Friday where the boys are getting absolutely drenched on in Hampshire.
Where are we going?
We are going to Petersfield.
And what are we doing?
We are doing a chimney stack with a boarded lift at verge level.
Yeah.
And one ring around the chimney at ridge level.
Okay, cool. And what's it for?
It is for repointing of the chimney stack and remucking of the verge.
You ready, Drew?
Sorry, I can't go like that.
Lift to muck the verges, and then a lift around the bottom of the stack to point the stack. We move. Still gates to go on. Oh god, as you can see we're soaked, look.
He loves the old camera now, doesn't he?
So just finishing up in the home office now. Obviously wages are done. I've sorted the schedule out for Monday. We're looking very, very busy. Not a lot going on this weekend, but I think the weekend's about to ramp up soon. But yeah, a very, very, very successful week, and things are, yeah, certainly on the up for us, which is absolutely amazing. And yeah, so that's me over and out and back to it with you guys on Monday morning. So the boys are just here getting set up now. We're just starting to load out. So what this is for is this whole building is going to be demolished. Now it's very, very windy. What we're doing is essentially putting a scaffold all the way around for the asbestos guys to remove asbestos that is under the gutter all the way around. So we've got to put our access in, and essentially what the guy is going to do is wrap it to make sure that nothing can get round. Obviously once the asbestos is exposed, that it is not of any danger to anyone. So the boys here just getting set up now, running the first lift in. We're going to leave the boys there cracking on. I've got to hit the road. I've got to get to Loddon House, obviously, which the boys are finishing last week. So I need to get there and show you the finished product. Right, one thing I do need to say, we've been asked a lot for clothing, for merch, things that we can sell online. Now, what we have decided, the plan has been agreed, that once we hit 10k subs, we will drop merch. Now, as of yet, there's plans in place to begin the process, but we haven't even really started. However, as soon as we hit 10k subs, merch is going to come. Now, we're in talks with people for the process. We're in talks with people who are able to make it happen, and it will happen quickly, but we have to hit 10k subs before anything. So as soon as we hit 10k subs, merch will be dropping on Stella online. So I've just touched down. Say to say I'm dressed for the weather because it is no longer summer. So that Indian summer was a false alarm. Now, in terms of work, things are picking up, and that's what we meant. Obviously the heat is rising, the temperature's rising, and things are coming up. So here is the wraparound that the boys finished last week. It took 2 days to get it done and complete, but it is now handed over and looking very, very smart. So we've got one boarded lift all the way around. Obviously, as we said, we had one structural lift. As the boarded platform, it would have been out of our regulations, if we were to have it straight up to that level. So the structural lift has gone in, but ultimately at a later date we'll drop down to the level of the first lift, which is currently the structural lift. Now we've had our yardie out here capping up everything, getting the nipple caps on everything, the stop end caps, to make sure that everything is purely visible and to make sure that no one can catch themselves on it at all. Basically, we just have to be wrapped up and like perfectly out of it today.
I don't want to be here.
Nah, and bro, and obviously I can't even charge. I'm not even charging for you being there. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like the
I swear.
Yeah. So it's just like,
yeah, we can't be here.
Right. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Obviously, you're only on 25 quid a day, but even so, it still adds up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Alright, my bro. Look,
you didn't even argue it.
I reckon.
You didn't even argue it. That was easy. Go on.
Bro, you know I love Stella, man.
Come on.
And it's got nothing to do with being on YouTube either, cuz.
Yeah, whatever. I know what you're like, mate.
Bro, are you alright, bro? I was there before the YouTube.
You was there before the YouTube. You was there before the cameras. Back by the sea, looking at our army enclosure. Now, the boys have been here for, this will be the third day. So we started obviously basing out the scaffold all the way around. Then what we've got to do here, the reason why it's been ranch boarded, boards that you'll see all the way up, the reason we've got that is this is being wrapped by an asbestos specialist to ensure that once the asbestos in the underside of the roof, once that is exposed, nothing can get out, so it becomes a completely wrapped enclosure for the safety of anyone in and around this environment. Actually, as per regulations, it has to be done. So it's a unique type of scaffold, but that is the reason why. So once the scaffold is complete and handed over, what that means is the asbestos guys can get in, get rid of all the asbestos, get it cleared and out of sight, and there'll be a sign off for the demolition period to start. Now, once the house is completely demoed and gone, it's then a case of getting everything cleared, everything out, digging out the footings, building up the brick and block work, and then we're back to site. And obviously this is going to be a serious house that you guys are going to see, but it's quite a while off yet. However, the project that you can see now is moving at a good pace, and we're due to be back here probably early next year for first lift of the scaffolding for the new build property.
Right, go on Roscoe. Shoulder dev. I'll get the other one up with.
Yeah, go on. Yep.
Got that. Oh, might go the other side. Next.
The other gable. Well, I'm going to get Ross and Drittan started on it, and then me and Drew are dropping off to the loading bay. It's level. Bash. Yeah, 12 foot, might be a bit 13 foot. Yeah, mate, get Drittan to make this a 13 foot up. You only want 2 ledges, bases. It's all wrong, mate.
You done it in the wrong house.
Like, where did I do that?
Huh?
I took someone to sit up the scaffold.
That was this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was this year.
And we put it up.
Start basing up next door.
Yeah,
No, I took it down, didn't I? Started taking the lift off. Took the rope and wheel off, took the lift off, took the arm rail off, took the boards off, passed it all down, mate's run out. He's like, what are you doing?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I remember Kensington as well,
Yeah.
where you put it up.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
What was it? Flat?
It was flat
7 and 8.
Floor 7 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Flat 7.
You said to us as well, it was like 14 metres. So we've gone to have a look at it, didn't we, a couple of days before, and we stepped it out, and it was
14.
like 13 metres, so we thought, oh, he's allowed a metre.
Yeah.
So we was like, oh, bang, it's there. Gets there.
Then it was like 6 metres, wasn't it?
Yeah, 6 metres.
9
8
lifts.
lifts, 9 lifts. So as you can see, not the traditional type of scaffolding we normally do. So this is for asbestos removal. So what the client's requested is ranch boarding up the outside. What he will do then, he will fix batten from the bottom to the top, and what he does, he makes himself like a cocoon. And it protects the environment and everyone outside the cocoon from the asbestos. Once it's exposed, it protects everybody. So like you say, it's not the traditional scaffold we normally do, but ranch boarding all the way up, all the way around the outside, full perimeter, 70 metres worth. And yeah, like I say, the asbestos blokes will come in, they'll fix their battens in, they end up putting like PVC plastic over the top of it, creating themselves like a cocoon, just to protect the environment and everybody outside the working environment, yeah. It's low here at the minute, because we've got to put a table lift in above here, so if we come around here, you'll see the proper height. So that's the proper height. So what, from my experience when I've worked with asbestos, yeah, that's just over 2 metres.
Yeah.
So they will screw battens, I'd say every 2 metres, maybe a little bit less. The whole length of the scaffold all the way around, and then he said he's going to create himself like a little roof. So I'm presuming he's going to fix batten into the roof and then polythene it all in. And then I think they put this
It's like a vacuum.
Yeah, like a vacuum, and it sucks all the little bits of asbestos out, saving breathing it. Obviously, where he can reach the asbestos in the soffit and fascia, he's asked for no scaffolding. So what he'll do himself, I think, again, he's going to fix battens to the scaffold and cocoon it in himself. I mean, we've had to do it on the table lift up there because I don't think he can do the work he needs to do up there without it being cocooned in. The loading bay is going to go on the end there. You're going to have a staircase on the end there.
Yeah. So apart from the table lift, that's now this is the main house complete, isn't it?
Complete, yeah. The main
It's
house.
that last table lift.
Yeah, you've got one. I think you've got 2 more table lifts to do. Main house is complete. Just leaves the loading bay and the access. My mum's still watching. Yeah. Biggest fan.
Really?
Biggest fan. Every time there's a comment on any video, Mumsy rings me.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
She's on it.
She's on it. Honestly, she watches, and she still watches the old episodes like a couple of times a week. Yeah, lovely. Dritan! Get me a Leicester Pigget! A spigot! A spigot of 10!
How long have you been doing this for now?
23 years, brother.
23 years today.
23 years.
Been there, done it.
23 years this September, yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, man. September.
Sad, I remember the date.
It's because I love my trade.
September the 2nd, I started. I remember my
Exactly.
first day like it was
I
yesterday.
do remember my first day. It was a chimney stack, there was 2 scaffolders and I got beasted.
Really?
My dad and his mate, yeah.
Really?
I put an 8-metre ladder off the back of the lorry. He was like, you'll be all right up there. But I was like, what? Well, carry gear up there. He's like, yeah, you'll be all right. I was like,
What are you doing to labour?
well, you can't anymore. I wish you could. They will start crying. Not our ones. We got good labourers. I bet you got beasted and all.
No, well, a little bit. I was coming in and out of college when I was 16.
Yeah.
Really?
It was different back then.
When did you, how old were you when you started?
16.
16, yeah?
Well, I was on and off. I went to college, then I tried a bit of Sparky.
Yeah.
So and then I was going in for my dad labouring for 3 days a week.
You thought scaffolding?
Nah, I just fell out with my teacher. Thought he was a dickhead. And I said, I'm going to earn a load of money.
Regretted it ever since.
Yeah, Drew's top Sparky.
I can put lights in and that. I can wire up lights and yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mr. DIY.
Put ladder, your end or mine?
Go your end.
I'll put that extra 5 in then.
Okay, what's the maddest job you've ever done?
What, that I've run or been on?
Either.
The maddest job I've probably run is Honestly, technical wise, Munster House or
COVID 2020 Stella.
yeah. That's the maddest, techiest job that I've run, yeah, definitely. And then,
Mate, I say all the time, if we were doing YouTube that COVID year, mate, mental.
mate, they got
You
mad.
had
wasn't
Munster House, mad.
it? Richmond.
The span
To
on
be
Richmond-
fair, both of them jobs were mad jobs. Both of them.
Richmond's underrated.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about Munster House.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I've been on some big jobs, but I haven't run them, so I wouldn't call them my jobs.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's always been my dad.
No, Munster House was an
Yeah, yeah.
absolute mess.
Yeah.
And you came in,
Yeah.
started the whole job again.
We had to. We took it down and started again.
Yeah.
That's what
We've been going like a year.
a year.
You know what I mean? We had no.
I remember.
We took that on and had like next to no gear. And Eric, you're ringing me every day, right, Joe? I need another lorry.
Arctics were turning up outside.
Arctics of gear coming in.
I thought we was going to have to pull off of there for 2-3 days, and then there'd be Arctic loads of gear
What
turn
was
up.
fun that it was Brickfields, because we were getting Brickfield stuff.
I remember
This one there,
that little site in
Saturday.
Ascot.
We were getting on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Then we came by the Monday, the lorries would be in the next day. And we just kept moving. It was just like Robin Peters to play pool.
It happened, though, didn't it?
Yeah, we got it done, mate. We got it done. Yeah, Munster House, that was a mad job, wasn't it?
Yeah, for me, used every single tie known to scaffolding on that job.
No, 100%.
That's all right.
Reveal ties, and then they were not. They were
Once that's
chucked
cut
out,
on
and then
in.
we was using Hilties. They wouldn't work. They were blowing, weren't they?
Couple of
Resin
tapes,
weren't
ladder
working, and
roll as
points.
Mate, the maddest thing was being on that little alley tower. That little alley tower.
Things you do, Jake.
My legs shaking like mad.
I've got pictures of that.
Up
When
this
you
flimsy little
when you look
tower.
back at that, you've got tracksuit bottoms on. Like
I
that. That
know.
was the beginning, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was before all this, like, all
We were-
PPE and doing things the right way.
I mean, we all had harnesses and that, but we just looked mixed match.
No, we did, yeah. There was no like identity.
No,
there was no like
We just looked like another London firm coming to do a job.
me, some ropey labourer on the top of that alley tower.
That was jokes, though. You and Jake done well.
Yeah. We
was
did.
naughty.
Had no option, mate.
That's
Had no
been done,
option.
isn't it? I've got all the videos and
What was
everything.
the
of that.
span on that? Like nearly
30 metres, yeah.
All out of 3 metre beams.
All that, yeah.
10 750s joined.
Bro, honestly,
All the way along.
the hardest beams I've ever tried to get
Yeah,
in my
it
life.
was.
Just because of the whipping them.
Yeah.
They were those-
But the thing is, you get the whip up, and then it was like.
Tristan!
It was like
Remember we threw a tube out, didn't we, with a swivel on?
Yeah,
You were trying to hold the beams.
Yeah. One top, one bottom on it.
Yeah.
Mad.
Tristan!
That was a mad time. And everyone else is in lockdown.
Doing nothing.
We get to Fulham in like an hour.
I know. 45 minutes on a good one.
Matty walking around going, happy Corona, happy Corona. So we need to hit the road, but we're going to leave the boys here cracking on. They've got a staircase to do and a loading bay. Then it's a final clean up, and hopefully we're out of here today. So I'll leave you with the boys for the rest of the day, and I'm on the road now.
Happy?
Work we've got on at the minute, it's not really that exciting for the boys. There's no like crazy technical or big projects. It's all like odds and sods, but it's decent stuff, like stuff that's keeping us moving. So The projects that are to come are absolutely lovely. Obviously, I think off the back of YouTube alone, we've got some nice projects about to start, and we're in talks for some serious ones as well. So content is only going to get better. We're doing what we can just to keep developing the channel and moving it forward all the time. Next week, I'm hoping we've got some lovely projects that will have started. There's a couple of things that have been pushed back, but yeah, I want you to see start and finish of some of these, the technical projects, the beam work, when we're doing like cantilever scaffolds, like some of the real technical stuff. I want you to see close up. Obviously, I've now got chest pieces for the GoPros, so you can get a good insight like you're there with the boys. And yeah, I really want to make you feel like you are a part of this company, and to be fair, you are. Like, the viewers are a massive part of it. Without this, the channel would be nothing. So it's only right that I let you feel a part of that. And in terms of the way we do the channel, the way we do the filming and the structure, the layout, everything of the content, that it makes you feel like you are there day in, day out. So that's what we're really trying to get to. It's obviously going to take a little bit of work to get there, but that's what we're trying to do. So I'm going to wrap up the episode now. Thank you to every single person who's liked, comment and subscribed. If you haven't already, please do so, and we'll see you again next week for episode 17.